sports. It's in the game.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features two safeties who have been key contributors to very successful teams. It's Earl Thomas III going up against Devin McCourty. So with that, let's get up to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Coming up is a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 49 between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. Oh, look at the juke. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led out by a man who started more Super Bowls than anyone in NFL history, the great Tom Brady.
I can't help but admire the career Tom Brady has had. The numbers are off the charts. The Super Bowl championships and rings, we know that they are incredible. But how about the durability? Had one season that he missed, most of that season because of a knee injury. The rest of the time, he answers the bell and wills his team to victory more times than not.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And that's the kind of start every team wants to have when they touch the football for the first time. Here at night especially, because all day long you've been around the hotel. Yeah, you've had meetings, you've had meals, but you've been chomping at the bit to play. And depending on the time of year you play a game, early in the season, you probably like night games. But as the season goes on, most guys like day games because they won't wait around all the time. So taking charge early in a night game is a very important factor.
20.
Brady now on first down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. A gain of 6 there on first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
Wait 20. Wait 20.
On first down, Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Rob Gronkowski, he's the cowbell of this offense.
So good that you just can't call him a tight end. You call him a special receiver. Can often line up on the backside of a formation and be the primary target. And no one has more fun in this league than Gronk.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Dancing to his left. Going underneath to Blunt. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
220, 380.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. Still on his feet. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Wait, 20, 53.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Morgan, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Michael Bennett's one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You've got a problem.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
220, 180. Alert. Start fast, fellas. Start fast. 51. We go. Hold 50.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Brady to throw again. Out to his left. This is caught. Gronkowski. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And when he started rolling left there as a right-handed quarterback, I thought, boy, this 3rd down play is going nowhere, but credit to him, able to pick up the first.
And all you righties who are watching the game at home, get out of your chair, get off the couch, move to your left, and then rifle one. He may leave a hole in the wall, as you have to explain later, but you'll see how difficult that throw actually was.
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. LeGarrette Blunt taking it in. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
So 1 quarter in the books. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 49. 7-0 is our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Chris Long in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. 3rd and long. It's Wilson finding time. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And the Seahawks defense working their way back out onto the field. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all. But you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that. Totally missed it.
52.
Amendola, the man in motion left.
52.
Amendola in motion right. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll buy some time right. It's caught outright, Amendola. He's at the 50. The 30, and all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Blunt, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson on second down. He's got time in the pocket. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He finds his man, Baldwin. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, Wilson. That's caught at the 2. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Brady now on first down. Screen pass to Blunt. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both teams have played smart with the football in the first half. Each team has avoided that one big turnover to this point, and it's a reason we have a very tight game at halftime. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Patriots now later on the drive. Blunt's going to take off here, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. Patriots take the early lead. Now to late in the first half. Russell Wilson would find his mark in coverage, and the pass and catch will end up going for 26 yards. Seahawks would settle for 3 points on the drive. So that's it for us. We'll go back now under the lights for the second half of this Thursday night matchup.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. They look good in the first half. They'll be looking to carry that momentum over into half number 2.
Finish a game the way you started it. That's typically the message at halftime when things are going well. You've done everything you're expected to do. How about a little bit more of that in the second half? But be aware they may throw something different at you to begin things.
Yeah, 50% of the equation still left to go.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And left side here, it's Graham. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a cap.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Gostkowski for the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. A chance for us to get a glance at this Patriots defense. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tightened down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks or just emphasizing what you've worked on already. And that's what they're planning to do here in the second half.
They won't be looking to reinvent the wheel. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They go again with Rawls. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's got Curse. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's got time. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Here's Wilson, and that is incomplete. C.J. Procise was the intended target, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an en route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Returnable for Lockett. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. And a tackle there by Chris Long. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? get closer, and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's going to be met at about the 43. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Rolls the lone man in the backfield. Wilson, and it's caught over the middle. Wilson, 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Wilson now to throw on third down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Hauschka now for the Seahawk field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Give them 13 on the pickup there. And that's good for a New England first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Brady going to throw here. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Again, it's Brady. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Now Brady again. That's caught at the 2. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Alert! Let's go! Line 20!
Brady to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And 4th down coming up.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
52!
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Gronkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game.
Oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Wilson drops it underneath for Rawls. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. 3rd down and 4. Throwing again here, Wilson. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Surveying the field. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tanner McAvoy, 47 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team.
And now it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
They can get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Brady going to throw here. This is complete to guess who? Gronkowski again. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. That one goes for 34 yards. And it'll be 1st down, New England.
You know, some teams use the running game just to bludgeon people. I think that Brady to Gronk does the exact same thing for them. Long, short, medium, they know how to connect.
In ways, it's sort of revolutionized the quarterback-tight end relationship. They can go, as you've told me before. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Fighting him off. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
EA Sports. It's in the game.